All right, everybody. Adam and Mike with Just the Tips, and welcome to episode 12, the Dirty Dozen episode.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Ooh, is it 12 already?
Already?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, 12 and 12.1. We made a mistake. I guess it happens to the best of them, the big podcasts, the little ones.
Well, I mean, that can jump us right into the reason why.
Yeah.
Is because you filmed an hour's worth of content.
Yeah, well, I got a new tattoo to celebrate the hole-in-one. And Mike says, "Oh, that'd be great. You know, take the DJI and and take some footage." But there was nobody there, and it's not like the tattoo artist is like gonna while I'm drilling on you. So I just set it up in the corner, and the tattoo took an hour. So I just left it running for an hour. Never edited it. Didn't do anything with it except it hogged up a lot of space. And I think I had it in 10K. 900 frames per second. So I hogged up 90% of this.
Yeah, so we ran out of space on the SD card. Yeah. But you got the tattoo. It looks good. It looks cool.
Thanks, dude.
Hopefully we can add another one.
We're going to be showing it off in Florida. I left room for additional hole-in-ones in there.
Yeah, just fill up the whole leg.
Exactly. Oh, man, exactly.
I mean, your legs are kind of scrawny, so.
So coming at you on a Saturday morning here with a Sunday release. We were just over at the course, and I made another fatal error because we got an early spring here, or spring-like day.
Fatal error.
Fatal error. I didn't have my sundogs.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was going to be in the simulator.
I'm telling you, man, I was just hitting balls on the course, and these are the only sunglasses I can actually hit balls and play golf with.
Yep.
I'm not just saying that.
But what a difference! I'm squinting. I didn't have any sunglasses with me.
And was that what your excuse was?
It was 100% exactly. So shout out to Sundog. Use the code JTT15 at checkout for 15% off your order. And don't forget them when you're on the course.
Yeah, don't forget them.
Yep. Also shout out to Ballhawker. Again, go to ballhawker.com. A beautiful Florida, New York. We'll be down with you in a couple of days, big dog. Yeah. Looking forward to it. But long story short, we were hitting the Ballhawker balls.
Compare biceps. I think he's got me.
Listen, I don't know what diving does for your arms, but I'm going to start taking up diving.
He's wrestling alligators. That's what he needs them for. That's why.
That's it, man. So
shaft wraps.
And shout out, dude. I saw. We got a tracking number.
Dude, I thought it said delivered.
Oh, really?
Yeah, check your front porch, dude.
Well, I've been out all morning. Here we go. Oh.
Delivered?
I think they are. Yes. I think they are.
All right.
So shaft wraps.
Check out that coming soon. I know we've been saying that, but shipping and getting it over to us and planning out everything, we really want to make sure that it's done right. So.
Well, I'm excited because it's like Christmas. Because we asked Shaft Wraps for a couple of things. He says, "Don't worry, guys, I'm going to take care of you." So I'm not sure if it's what we asked for, if it's more than we asked for. He's got some really cool stuff. I can't wait to see what he thinks is going to be a good idea. Check out their site.
Check out their Instagram because whoever they're doing their social media is really, really popping stuff up for them. But check out their website, some really cool stuff.
Well, the Shaft Wraps is a subsidiary of a larger company that does social media and marketing. So they're their own social media company. Shaft Wraps.
They're killing it.
Yeah, Shaft Wraps. So you can hire the Shaft Wraps parent company to do your social media. Yep.
Maybe we should.
Maybe. There you go. So again, shout out Sundog, Ballhawker, Shaft Wraps, and really do appreciate all the love we've been getting. Again, the amount of new follows we're getting across all platforms is incredible, but it really is a global phenomenon, the Just the Tips. We got tons of folks here locally in the Hudson Valley.
Yep.
Tons of folks across the country. We have a big contingent, thanks to TikTok, in Asia. Henry
Blanc,
they
love golf too,
dude, and the most probably the most reciprocating follow for follow of anybody. Yep. If you follow somebody and you can't read what you see the language isn't isn't in English, it's in some sort of Asian dialect, they're 100% going to follow you back, right? And I'm learning a lot about golf in Asia, which looks like it's a cultural phenomenon.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
But thanks to Hector Blanco, we got a big Puerto Rico contingent, and then we seem to be interacting with a ton of folks from the UK. I'm talking with folks and going, man, you guys sound awesome. We should get together. Where are you from? And it's like Yorkshire Puddingville or something like that. So it brought up an interesting topic, right?
For you?
For me? Well, listen,
I mean, we've asked a couple people since, and One guy knew.
So the consensus is when these guys are telling us they're from the UK, I'm not 100% sure where the UK is.
I'm like, it's over here, right? You know, I thought the UK. Well, we kind of. I think we were both on the same page.
Yeah, I'm like, I knew it had something to do with England.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I thought
definitely
maybe
had something to do with it.
because I originally thought there was 3 countries over there. There was Scotland, Ireland, and England, right? And somehow that was a United Kingdom, maybe, right? The good news is,
How'd
though,
you do in 8th grade social studies?
dude, social studies was my best subject, and I love it, and I'm really good at geography.
Yeah.
This just section of world
Well, I think-
geography has eluded me.
I think after we spoke with somebody, I think we got a really good history lesson.
So we're going to cut to a clip of our good friend, Mr. John Lowry. And Mr. Lowry grew up in England, world traveler here in America for a long time now, but a very good friend of the platform, a really good person. And here's his explanation on
We'll come right back.
on UK. Let's come back at it. So this is John Lowry, friend of the channel. John, I realized I was stupid today, and I thought about it, and I knew you're the person that can answer it. What is the UK? And where is Wales? I can't even find it on a map, I swear to God. I thought it was like England, Scotland, and Ireland. There's a bunch of countries there that I didn't know about.
You here? So you want us to get a globe or a map?
Well, this is good. This is going to go on the podcast, and I'm sure you can edit this in. But if somebody could explain to me, because we got a lot of followers in the UK, and I'm like, I don't know where that is.
I think you're offending a lot of people then right now.
As my son would say, use Google.
You're better than Google.
Wales is the country just to the west of England,
Okay.
separated by a dike,
Okay.
a ditch.
Thank you for specifying. Okay.
And
Do we need to
Scotland
define
is
that
the
for you?
country north of England, separated by the wall built by Hadrian, the Roman emperor.
Okay.
And Northern Ireland is the northern part of Ireland, and altogether they make Great Britain. So United Kingdom is,
That's all of the United Kingdom.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So they use the same currency at the moment. This could all change in the near future,
Really?
because there's real movement to bring back a joint island,
Okay.
partly because of the Brexit move that happened a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
All right.
But Wales is something you should look at. It's becoming a good golfing destination. They've built some good courses there and had some European and international tournaments there. So.
I gotta be honest, I thought Wales was like something from the Crusades. I thought like Richard the Lionheart went to Wales or something. I don't consider myself a dumb person, and I'm good with geography, but I got real confused when I was talking to this guy from TikTok today.
Yeah.
He's like,
And
I'm
it's
from...
not spelt like the fish,
No.
or the mammal, I should say.
But it's its
Sorry.
own country? It's not part of England?
Correct.
Really?
It's its own country, own government.
And Northern Ireland is its own country?
Yes.
It's not part of Ireland. But the whole thing's the United Kingdom.
Yes.
But it's not united.
They have government from London, but they have their own governments too.
Okay. They must have wrote
A lot of history there.
I bet there is. You cleared up some of it. I'm going to have to look deeper into this, but I felt so dumb today, and I go, I'm going to talk to Mr. Lowry. He's going to know. Yeah. Well, like I said, I do appreciate it. Like
But
I
if
said,
you look how they compete internationally in soccer, they all compete by their national teams. Northern Ireland has a team, Ireland has a team, Scotland, Wales, England all have a team.
okay.
But for the Olympics, it's Great Britain. They all compete together.
Now, what's Great Britain though? I just thought that was England.
No.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So what's Great Britain? What's Great Britain?
It's the combination of all the countries.
But I thought that was the United Kingdom.
United Kingdom and Great Britain are the same
But
thing.
that's where the issue with Northern Ireland comes in. It's like Great Britain is including Northern Ireland. United Kingdom doesn't include Northern Ireland.
Oh, okay.
You would think it would be the other way though, right? Because it's the greater British area would be Great Britain, and united would mean they were all part of the...
Well, united because they're physically united.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that'd be like the United North America.
That's
which
true too.
You know, is not a thing.
All right.
Maybe that's why America separated. It was too confusing for everybody.
Some of the Puritans are like, that's it. We can't understand this. We're going to go find our own landmass, take it from the Indians, and call it ours. There you go. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you very much, John Lowry. So thanks again to John Lowry. Big shout out to our history lesson. And now we know there's 5 countries, including...
Northern Ireland,
I didn't know it was a
which
thing.
is its own country.
Do you listen to U2 and Bono?
Absolutely not.
Wasn't he singing about that for like the last 40 years?
For you Apple fans, to still be an Apple fan and to be a YouTube fan,
Yeah.
when they put their own album on your phone,
Oh, come on.
it's messed up, man.
Come on.
It's messed up.
Like you said. So we got Northern Ireland, and then there's a country called Wales.
Wales,
Which
yep.
I thought was like some medieval thing, like Robin Hood was in Wales or something like that.
Prince of Wales?
It's Wales.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people are from there.
Yeah.
And they have like their own country and everything.
Yeah.
So bad on us.
You know, the idea is that it was kind of like this. I think it was the currency thing.
Yeah.
And then also a governmental thing. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Now throwing a monkey wrench in it was when he said the United Kingdom.
No, the Great Britain.
Great Britain
Yeah,
on top of it. And I go, oh no. So now you got 5 countries, a United Kingdom and Great Britain, but Great Britain's not the same as the United Kingdom.
Yeah, one has one.
All right.
And then you got the euro, and then
The pound, I guess?
the pound, and then Brexit messed something. Yeah.
All right. Long story short,
Listen, we're just gonna have to come over and find out.
United
on our own.
Kingdom, the greater Great Britain area and the United Kingdom.
The greater Great Britain.
We're coming for you. We're coming out. We need to see it firsthand.
Yep.
We need to see. We definitely need to see Scotland and Ireland and England and Northern
But it's
Ireland.
gotta be
and Wales.
above 60.
But it's above 60 there all year long.
Yeah, but I feel like it's always raining.
It is because so here's something I do know, right? So the Gulf of Mexico has all this warm water, right?
Yeah.
And then it comes up the Gulf Stream up the East Coast, and it goes over to like the northeast side or northwest side of Great Britain, right?
United Kingdom or Great Britain?
Both. And what happens is that warm water is there year round, so it never gets crazy cold, but it never gets really, really hot either.
And
like,
it's kind of humid.
and it's humid and it's
Yeah.
rainy and
But remember, we talked about this in Puerto Rico. Like, I can take 85-degree rain, all right? But I can't do 60-degree rain.
No,
Yeah.
no. So it does get cold there, but if it gets to be like 80 or 90 degrees, forget about it. Like people die. They're just they're not used to 85
The fair
degrees.
skin.
Exactly. So, like I said, shout out to all our new followers in the UK,
Yeah.
Greater Britain neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, but with that said, the real reason we're here today is to talk about the saga of the broken driver. It's more of a parable. It's a sonnet. It's becoming its own thing.
No, I'm just angry about it. It's something, I don't know what that would be called, but so yes. So hitting my Stealth 2 that I bought last late spring, did okay for me this summer, not the greatest, but we've been working on it in the winter and took it out and she cracked.
Yeah,
And she cracked kind of on the backside on this weight, and I didn't notice it. And this is a shout out to all our TikTok haters. Like there was grass on the back edge of the bottom part of my driver, and I looked at it. I'm like, that's weird. And then I looked a little bit closer, and there was a huge crack. So I guess that's why there was grass in it.
I guess.
But we got some haters on TikTok saying like, you must have did something stupid. I'd never get grass there. I was like, no, you don't get grass there because you don't have a crack in your driver.
exactly. So you're not one for throwing clubs.
No.
You're not one for banging drivers
Not
on the
anymore.
ground. You've had the club for less than a year. And to be honest, at our course, we can't hit driver on the range. So it's either on the course or in the simulator, which is, a relatively, small amount of the time. You're 5-iron, you're hitting a lot more.
Yeah, I'm not
in
hitting
practice.
this. This thing doesn't have, 1,000 swings on it or anything like that.
And you're not like our good friend Miles Valvo, who hits the drop kick, where he hits the ground.
Yeah,
and
no.
on
I
his
did
drive.
not hit a bad shot. I mean, I hit the ball bad.
Yeah.
I didn't, chunk it. I didn't, I didn't hit, something stupid.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. So I think, when it hit the ball,
Yeah.
the back, popped out. And as I'm coming through to the ground, it may, it's only a slight crack. So, it probably pinched open and then
Yep.
pinch back closed, pinch some grass in there, and that's why there's grass in there. I mean, physics.
So the interesting thing though is we've had a lot of friends that have blown up drivers, especially Sim 1s, Sim 2s, stealths. But like, you know, usually it's the face caving in or the top blown off. Like Joey Redmond blew the top off of his stealth. So yours is a crack in the back. So it's obviously a manufacturing defect. So Taylormade's going to do the right thing, right?
Yeah, so I wrote to them. I had to basically give them, you know, my firstborn and, you know, blood and everything like that. It, you know, uploaded into the thing. I had to take a bunch of pictures and videos, and they were weird about that though, because like it was like giving me like this photos too. I'm like, guys, I'm just sending you photos here. But anyway, the next day I got a return label emailed to me, and they said, you know, ship it out and we'll ship you a new one. I think it's coming in 3 weeks, so not going to be here in time for
A Florida trip, which is literally 2 days from now.
Yeah.
So you're driverless.
Yeah, so here's the deal, though. Luckily, I've been Team Taylormade for a long time. I have an M4. I had an M4. Gave it to my dad when I bought an M6.
Yep.
Bought a Sim 2. Gave the M6 to Eric. Bought the Stealth 2 and sold that to a buddy. Eric, since then, I don't know, got rid of the M6. My pop still has the M4.
Yep.
So I went and grabbed that. Spoke with a buddy that's coming on a trip with us. He had a Stealth 2 Plus.
Just head laying around.
No
big deal.
Yeah.
All right.
So we tried those out this morning.
Yep. And again, we caught a beautiful day here in upstate New York. You're 58 degrees, seasonably warm, unseasonably warm. Very cool. So we went out on the 10th tee and just started bombing drives.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So should we upload that footage into here?
Yeah, we could do that.
We could do that.
Yeah, we could totally do that.
So take a look at the results of Mike's driver comparison right here.
What's up, guys? Mike here, Just the Tips. We're here at Wiltwick on February 10th, and we are hitting some balls off the 10th tee. Broken driver. Taylormade's coming through. They're sending one, but not in time for our Florida trip. So, got a replacement, and we're going to test out this Stealth 2 Plus. I'm going to adjust it a little bit, see how it goes. And I also have an old M4 that I'm going to work with and see which one makes the trip down to Florida. So, let's go. Oh. Left. That hurt.
Sounds better. There it is. Oh, that's a nice shot, dude. Look at that with a draw. Full draw. That one's bomb.
That one felt like a better swing.
Yeah. Little cut in the middle.
What you're doing.
Hi. It's right in line with those other ones.
Still cutting.
I'm gonna hit one. Walk out there, we'll grab them and bring them back.
We'll go to 18. All right, just got back from hitting the Stealth 2 Plus with the Hector Blanco shaft in it. Only put 3 in the fairway. We had 5 other ones to the right, normal miss. Had 2 to the left that were kind of pulled and poked out there pretty good, but Switched over to Hector Blanco shaft. Old school M4. See how it goes. This feels good. This might be it, dude. Let's see.
Good cut. That's a good one.
Dude, that's home.
Good swing. Cut a little bit. Oh, piped. Wow. How many degrees is that?
9.5.
255.
Huh?
255.
Felt spinning. Not to mention here, I'm hitting these with the sunglasses on, baby. Let's go Sundo.
Like that little full cut for you. 41.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh.
I'm ready.
So that should have grass in it back here. Come on. Bump swing. That's not the club. Never really is,
There it is. Little full cut. It's in the middle.
but yeah. Ah.
Right out there with the other one.
I think I know where we're going with
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Gary.
that. No, this is the M4.
Yeah.
All right, so after looking at that and messing around with that, the Hector Blanco shaft in the old M4
Yep.
is definitely got the starting position going to Florida.
So what I love though is you held the draft, you brought them to the combine, right? And you decided that that the M4 with the Hector Blanco shaft made the cut. It's your starting driver.
Starting driver.
But what I loved about it was the ball flight was, and this is unusual. You know, Mike's been working real hard on his swing, but the ball was starting out on the left side of the fairway and cutting in to the middle. So it's maybe a 10-yard cut. It's a beautiful shot when you hit it. And the difference though is the M4 was launching the ball.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it definitely has a different sound. It's
Yeah.
got that old. It doesn't have that carbon wood face.
So I got a couple of questions. I swung the M4 and the club was heavy. You know,
I feel like it's got a good weight for me.
for you, it's a whooping stick. It reminds me of, they used to say Ben Hogan had like a driver that had like a 5-pound weight on the bottom of it,
Yeah,
right?
I like
So
it.
this is more substantial. It doesn't have the carbon wood, but we're talking about a driver that's probably 2016, 2017 versus a 2023 driver, and you were knocking it out 20 yards farther with the old
So,
driver.
It isn't me. It is the club. The newer clubs are. No, I don't know. You know, it could be. I mean, again, if I had a perfect swing, I don't think it would matter what club I have. But, you know, you're talking different faces, different technology, could be different, aerodynamics, could be, a combination of things. It could just be like, I like the weight of that, right? Because when you were down in Puerto Rico and you were saying that you felt that kick,
Yeah.
right? I feel the kick on this M4. Like
Yep.
Hector was talking about knowing where the club is and feeling where the club is throughout your swing. And sometimes if it's too light, I can't do that.
Yep.
So when there is a little bit of weight down there, like I can kind of feel where it's at, and it's
Yeah,
cool.
and you have the strength to
Kick
drive.
point.
You have a strength to drive that through. When I felt that, I felt the club the whole time, but I felt the weight of the club the whole time.
Like kind of behind you.
Yeah. You could feel the driver head on the entire length of the arc.
Yeah.
Where my driver feels like it's a part of me. It's like
Yeah, no,
it's
mine-
like it's like
I've never
it's,
had that.
it's a part of
What's
it.
that like?
So the good news is now you're not driverless.
Yeah, so we're good.
And you got a weapon. All of a sudden I'm worried, right? I was very unworried before.
All of a sudden?
Dude, I've been watching you in the simulator all year working on the swing, and I go, this guy's gonna shoot 150, right? He's hitting the ball 200
I'm
yards.
on your team twice.
Huh? I know. I was very worried about that too. I'm now worried about playing against you because if you hit the ball anything like the way you were hitting it on 10 today,
Yeah, dude.
like I said, you're dangerous.
Man, that M4, man, been missing in my life.
Now I wonder if I have to go back and do club fittings with 8-year-old equipment to see if I'm missing a
dude.
gem.
Dude, well, you know what other club I hit really well? The bubble shaft, baby. The bubble shaft, the $5 bubble shaft.
That's it, man. Mike's
Maybe I
gonna
was born in the wrong decade.
Mike's gonna outfit his entire bag for $38.
Yeah.
Yep, scratch handicap on $50 worth of clubs. I love it. So that's good news. But
Video coming soon.
But the haters were hating.
Yeah,
They thought you
whatever,
did
dude.
something
I'm
weird
never-
or wrong.
Listen, I'm never going to address the haters after this again. You know, it just goes to show that some people are just have no common sense.
That's it, man.
Right.
Well, like I said, the good news is we're hours away. We're packed. We only
Some
have a
of us
couple.
are packed.
We only have a few things left to do.
I'm not packed.
We have.
I have one duffel bag that I carry everything in.
Yeah.
It's also my basketball coaching bag. It's also my gym bag.
What-
And it's also my travel bag. So I have a basketball game tonight. And then when basketball is over, I will switch everything over into that.
Without exaggeration, I have at any given moment, there's 5 or 6 backpacks that I have for different sizes for different things. I have 2 separate types of carry-ons, depending on if it's golf or business.
Got a freaking lotions bag.
Definitely a shout out to Big Bird Craft because he owned up to having a cosmetics bag as well. Actually,
That's what it's called.
that thing's got a name though, and it's got a cool name.
It's called a purse.
No, it's got a cool German name because it was the World War One warriors from Germany
Now he's gonna try to
invented
make
this
it
thing.
manly.
No, it is.
It's a satchel, dude.
It's not, dude. Like I said, I do have a lot of lotion in there though, and that is good news. So, but we really only have a couple things left to do. You need the last time you ever have to get your beard trimmed because you're going to lose it after this.
Wow.
You got to do that. We might have to have a cocktail or two because now we're officially on vacation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I do have a basketball game to coach.
Yeah. Okay. They won't know. We got to get pedicures with the daughters.
Yep.
That's tomorrow morning. Yep. We got a couple of last minute things to pack, and then we got
Super Bowl.
We got Super Bowl, baby.
Super Bowl, yeah.
Our Niners. Let's go Niners.
Let's go Niners.
All right. So.
And I'm gonna mess around with the drone a little bit more because I found out a couple more little gems in there.
Yep.
We did take it out for a couple spins lately.
Yeah.
I think we got it down. We're pretty good with that, but we do have to come up with a name.
So we had drone practice the other day.
Yeah.
And Mike sent me a video, and I got real excited for a minute because the title of the YouTube video was Drone School. And I thought we were going to like a physical location to learn how to, like some
4
people go to
years.
like the racing school or something like that. Like you go and learn how to like drive race cars. I thought we were going to drone school.
Yeah.
It was a great video. And there's this Mavic
Yeah,
Pro.
there's a couple little menus in there that like I was told by a client that you can kind of almost set it and forget it, like an Easy Bake Oven or whatever that was on infomercial. But you can pick a point and it'll fly.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take it out and mess with it a little bit, and I did, and I wasn't able to figure it out, but I did find some of the other menus pretty handy. It was pretty cool.
So this drone is amazing, and it's exactly what we didn't really need it. It's an awesome toy.
What do you mean we didn't need it? I don't think that we knew that we needed it, but now that we have it, we're like, dude, this thing is gonna make things.
It's amazing.
Awesome.
But to fly it is terrifying for me because, like I said, so 2 things is when
While you were in the sim, I
Yeah.
got the puppy up to 400 feet. Yeah.
So 400 feet doesn't sound like a lot until you can't see the drone anymore, and the only thing you can see is you're controlling it with your
Dude,
phone.
I saw people skiing on the mountains. No, I'm kidding, but I did see the mountains. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
So this thing is amazing. We're having a great time with it.
I did
but
crash it. Not again.
Not again.
The first time.
That's how many crashes in total?
Just 2.
Just 2?
Yeah.
How many propeller blades so far?
6.
6. All right. They're meant to crack.
I got
though.
new ones.
All right. But we love this thing so much. Like anything in your life, if you love it, you should name it, right?
Yeah, we got to name it.
So we came up with a couple of names that we wanted to float past you guys. We talked to Trevor Alexander, the pro over at Wiltwick. He came up with a good one today. He said we should call it Maverick, like after the famous Tom Cruise carrier.
Top Gun stuff.
Top Gun.
Yeah. So
thought
then
that
I was like,
cool.
oh, Iceman. You said Goose.
Goose. Goose. I don't want it to hit the canopy and die though. And then his son comes back.
I
in the
don't
second
mind
one.
Iceman because honestly, that was my first email address. It was like Iceman21.
Iceman. What year is this? Was this on CompuMail or on AOL?
This was, I think it might have been Yahoo,
So
but I definitely had dial-up.
So if you think Mike's Iceman email was douchey, I was Funk Soul Brother.
And what year is that?
This is AOL. This is dial-up, but Funk Soul Bro, and there was a lot of us, so I think I was like Funk Soul Bro 19.
Ooh, that could be Funk Soul Bro.
The drone, funk drone, Funk Soul drone, Funk Soul drone.
Yeah.
Yep. So, but then you came up with an awesome one,
Yeah,
and I loved your text message. I got this, and I was like, I started laughing right in the middle of my living room.
Nick Dronis.
Nick Dronis,
Yeah.
which put me down a celebrity
Path of.
yeah, but there was a site that was like celebrity names, like who are all the celebrities, and like I'm like I don't even know what it counts. How do you become a celebrity? But it was like 300 celebrity names,
Yeah.
and I went down through, and I'm like, which one has a drone component?
Yeah.
So this one came up with Scarlett Drone Hansen. Ooh, right?
Yeah.
It's sexy.
I like that. I like the Lindsay Drone Hand.
Lindsay Drone Hand,
Yeah.
because we want it to do well, but we just know it's gonna crash.
Scarlett Drone Hansen.
Yeah. Could be from the Marvel universe.
And then it's got the skins, that lady, she had the skins that you can put on it. We can get the
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
From Marvel, yeah. Let's go.
Then I'm going to be sleeping with it next to me on the pillow.
So you can say that you were sleeping with Scarlett Drone Hansen.
Ooh, all right, we're going to take some votes, though.
Yeah. So
Any
put it in the
ideas,
comments.
Comments and, suggestions on names.
Yep.
Nick Dronis,
Nick Dronis
Scarlett Drone Hansen,
or Lindsay Drone Hansen.
and Maverick.
And Maverick. Maverick's definitely in the top 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And Iceman,
Iceman.
we could bring that back. But let's see what you guys think. Just put it in the comments down there.
Did you watch the new Top Gun?
Yeah.
didn't.
No?
Nah.
I was.
Anything good in there?
Yeah, big anticipation. I was looking really forward to it, and then long story short was it
Don't give it
lives
away.
up
I
to
didn't
all
watch
its hype.
Okay, good.
It's excellent.
Good.
And it came out during COVID and stuff like that, but I loved it, and does everything you want it to do if you love the original one. You know who hates the original one? It's my wife. Hates the original Top Gun. Didn't see it when she was a kid because she wasn't allowed to watch rated R movies in the 80s. And then she watched it later as an adult, and she's like, "This movie's terrible." I'm like,
Yeah, you can't you can't
Yeah.
watch it 20 years later for your first time and all that hype.
Yeah.
And then
And then that's what you get.
and then you're watching it on like whatever
So when
digital version it is.
So when I was a kid, my dad used to tape everything off of HBO because we'd get like HBO for like a couple months, and he'd use the VCR and you'd tape everything, but he'd use like you could get like a 6-hour VHS, so there'd be 2 movies per VHS, and we had dozens of them, right? But I remember it was Top Gun and Dirty Dancing was on the same VHS, so you
nice.
could just roll one right
Nice.
into the other.
Yeah.
So do you think today, if you watched
His and hers.
But think about this: if you watched Top Gun from what was it, 1988, and you watched it in 2020 during the pandemic in 2020, and it doesn't quite hold up for you, with Dirty Dancing.
Well, yeah, that's the same. So like, I think Dirty Dancing is the female version of our Top Gun.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's why it was so amazing they were on the same same VHS.
So she probably was like, "Hey, we should watch Dirty Dancing." And
Yeah.
if you had never watched it, and then
Yeah.
you watched it 20 years later, you'd be like, "This is
I don't
terrible."
know. I honestly think because it's a period piece, especially about the Catskills, I think it would have
it
held
was
up.
shot here too. It's
Yeah.
it's got a connection. So yeah.
I think it would have held up.
Or Roadhouse.
Yep. Oh,
They're
dude.
coming out with that new one.
So I'm very disappointed about that because
What?
why? Because Roadhouse is the perfect bad movie. There's never been a better bad movie than Roadhouse.
I don't know.
From Swayze's ridiculous
Commando's
performance.
pretty bad.
Commando-
But that's such a good movie.
Commando's up there too, but I remember being a kid, and it was the perfect balance of gratuitous violence and nudity that every 12-year-old needed. So unless who is it, Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
And unless he's gonna do something special, I don't know.
Dude, he's pretty jacked in that movie. But yeah.
I don't know. Give me Swayze and our guy with the mustache. So speaking of celebrities,
Our guy with the mustache, the old guy?
yeah.
What's his name?
I love him. He was in the Ranch. He was awesome
Dude,
in the Ranch.
he's great. I
was
hope he does a cameo in this.
I hope he reprises his exact same role. I hope he comes
I don't
back.
think he's aged. He looked like he looked 65 then, and he still looks 65 now.
Exactly. So, but speaking of celebrities, the AT&T PGA Pro-Am
Yep.
just went,
Yep.
just completed, and then we're in the second round / third round of the
Yeah.
Waste Management Open, and it's the Super Bowl. So we got us thinking
And
about
don't forget about the Live tournament that's going on in Vegas.
is it in Vegas?
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That was smart sticking it there during the Super Bowl
And of
weekend.
course, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's a little quirky because it's
Yeah.
on like a block of city,
Yeah.
and
A lot of cool courses are. If you ever take a look at an overhead view of downtown Las Vegas, the Wynn Golf Course is right behind the Wynn.
Yeah,
and
and
it's
this is
completely
the other
surrounded
one.
by desert and everything.
So they're like kind of like diagonally across from each other. The Wynn is
Mm-hmm.
here, and then connected to like a hotel and a casino, and then I think this is the Las Vegas Country Club or
Yeah.
something that's connected to.
Yeah, and
Same
just
thing.
the overhead view looks awesome because it's
Yeah.
nothing but desert and city
Cities,
infrastructure,
yeah,
and all of a
green.
sudden there's this beautiful.
And fake water.
Yeah.
It's complete like
Is it?
just it's dude. It's like turquoise blue.
So at Treasure Island, which is right across the street from the Wynn on Las Vegas Boulevard, they have a big water show. Kind of everybody knows the Bellagio with the fountains,
Yeah.
but Treasure Island does this big pirate show.
always pirates.
like every day, right? And their water though is this fake color of blue.
That's the same water.
Stave
on this.
stuff?
Yeah,
They must
it's like
be-
a mini golf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like mini golf.
Yep.
Right.
All right, so Pro-Am.
Pro-Am.
Right.
So it kind of ties into the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, definitely.
So we got our 49ers playing, right?
Let's go.
Let's go Niners. So, but against the Kansas City Chiefs, and you got Mahomes versus
Purdy.
versus Purdy. But in the AT&T Pro-Am, we saw
The GOAT. I mean,
Tom Brady.
Listen, I will say he's the greatest quarterback ever.
has to be, right?
I mean, he proved it with Tampa Bay. He had to prove it.
Yep. So you got him, you got Aaron Rodgers, and you got
Josh Allen
playing.
all these guys. They're all really good at golf.
Yep.
And and that was so like we were kind of talking about like these athletes just being athletic enough to be good at golf.
So I want you to think for a second about Lee Trevino or Fuzzy Zeller in the 70s and 80s, right? These little golfing guys that were were playing well
Yeah.
and things, and then you think of an athlete like Tom Brady, or Aaron Rodgers, you know,
Right.
and all of a sudden, it makes sense why golfers are athletes today and why good athletes can play and do play and excel at playing golf.
Dude, the cool thing is like with these matches, the match
Yeah.
where they started bringing in Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, and you see
Manning.
these guys, Peyton Manning.
Yep.
Yeah, you see these guys that are just like, they'll play in the off season. Golf is not their number one sport, but I mean, dude, they pipe the ball.
Oh, dude.
Like the one match with Aaron Rodgers was partnered with Bryson DeChambeau.
Yep.
And Bryson, and the pros were playing the back tees, and these guys were playing whatever was equivalent to like maybe the
blues.
blues or something.
Yeah.
And they would play like a shamble, I think, or maybe a scramble. I'm not sure. But a lot of times they were taking Aaron Rodgers' drive because he
Yep.
was piping it out there pretty good.
Yep.
And he obviously had an advantage for tees, but heck yeah, dude, these guys pipe the ball.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. It really is. It was the match the first time I saw Peyton Manning, and I see him with this Scotty Cameron putter with this orange grip. And I'm like, that's kind of dope, dude. I'm like,
Yeah, it was like
hey,
$900.
it was $6,000.
$6,000?
Shout out to Jeff Mesa, who worked with Scotty Cameron for a long time, and
Here's a $6,000 putter.
there's six that he said. Mesa told stories, and maybe I shouldn't be telling Jeff stories, but he was talking about these guys that would come over from overseas and buy like a handful of them, like to take back home with them for friends.
Really?
Just spend 10, 15 grand in putters.
Wow.
At the Scotty Cameron studio in California. So,
Jeez.
like I said, but I saw that and I go, no. If I ever three putted with that, could you imagine throwing a $6,000 putter?
Slamming it in your bag. I'd have like a case for it and just like press it, drop it in and close it up, lock it.
Here's an interesting thought for you. Totally off topic, not on our script, but it brought up. Somebody asked me this last summer. If you got Tiger Woods's putter, it was given to you, the one he won the Masters with, right? The first Masters he won with. What would you do with it? Would you play it? Would you display it, or would you sell it?
I would probably display it for a long time, and then, when I realize I can get $5 million for it, maybe probably sell it.
Probably sell it?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably when I'm like 60, maybe
I don't
sell
know. I'd have to play it a little bit, but I lose things on the golf course all the time.
Yes, you do.
I've
How
lost
many rangefinders have you had? Jesus. Get this guy a rangefinder that has like a belt clip on it or something.
like the janitor keys that has the zip for the rangefinder. That's a good idea. Come on, Shaft Raps. You guys know you're always inventing stuff.
Who we picking for the Super Bowl, dude?
So here's the thing is right now the spread I checked this morning is still 2.
2.
Niners getting 2. The under/over is 47. Right.
Okay.
So if you the problem is we're both big time Niners fans.
Yeah.
I have Joe Montana and Jerry Rice.
Dude, I actually was going through stuff last night. I got old cards. I got
Yeah.
like a stuffed animal.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got
old school.
I got Jerry Rice and Joe Montana on my Christmas tree. I got Joe
yeah?
Montana rookie cards.
Really?
Take a look at some of our other videos of working out and jogging. It's a San Francisco 49ers hat that I've had since I was a kid.
Did you have the pullover? The starter jacket?
I wish, dude.
Dude, I had 2. I had the black and red and gold one, and
that
then I
thing
had
was
the
hot.
red with the white and gold on
With the
it.
gold?
Yeah.
I had, what were those pants called with the tiger stripes? With the tiger prints?
Oh, yeah.
They were white, but you had your team color tiger stripe.
Yeah.
And they were officially licensed by the NFL. They were drawstring pants. They were like MC Hammer
Yeah,
pants.
they were definitely MC Hammer. Yeah. Was that not starter also?
I don't know. No, they had a specific
Yeah.
name that's eluded me. Again,
Yeah.
tell us what we're doing
Yeah.
wrong in the comments.
Let us know.
All right. But I
But,
had those. But if you had those along with the starter jacket and a pair of British Knights,
you were
come on.
basically on the team.
You were definitely on the practice
You were
squad
definitely
at
getting
the,
to a music video
at the
as well.
minimum. So
Speaking of those guys and celebrities, is I caddied for Dwight Clark, the catch, and Jim Stuckey.
Shoot.
Awesome, amazing. I got both of their autographs. Dwight Clark, I mean, the dude is humongous too. I mean, he's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
I mean, still pretty jacked. I mean, he's passed since, but
Yeah.
and when I caddied for him, he's still pretty jacked.
when you see these guys and how enormous they are, and then you
Yeah.
think about a whole team of guys this
I
big,
know, dude.
it's ridiculous.
I remember being stupid, and I'd be like, I could probably walk on a Clemson football team. I dated a girl who went to Clemson, and she took me to a homecoming game,
Yeah.
and the quarterback. I'm like, hi, man, nice to meet you. He was a quarterback.
I think most of us had that. I was an offensive lineman for our little school, right?
Rondout?
Rondout. We graduated 100 people the year I graduated, but I was offensive lineman
All
of the year at 150 pounds in high school, JV, right?
Yeah.
And like, no, I think I'm going to go D1.
Yeah. And then you get next to like these dudes that are getting cut from D1, and they're like humongous.
I was next
They're
to the
the
guys getting
small
cut
ones.
from D3,
Yeah,
and I
they're
was
the
like,
small
oh,
ones.
exactly. So R.I.P. Dwight Clark. And so Niners though, who's your pick? So here's the thing: is why don't we come up with our parlay, right? So you got to pick who's going to win with the spread. You got to pick the under over, and you got to pick one other thing.
Okay.
It could be the length of the national anthem all the way to
All right,
who's
I'm
going
definitely
to
gonna pick the over.
Okay.
I think the boys, both of the quarterbacks are gonna come out, and they both have a chip on their shoulder. They got to prove, Mahomes. I think this is his this can set up his, being talked as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. if he
It,
wins this.
it would be in the conversation
Yeah.
at that point.
I think Purdy, I think the story just has. I don't think the NFL's hyping it up enough
Yep.
for that this guy's getting to the Super Bowl. He got to the championship game last year,
Yep.
but,
Before he got hurt.
messed up his elbow.
Yep.
Taking the over,
Okay.
I got to pick my Niners, man.
Niners getting 2, right?
Yeah, I think the Niners are gonna. It's not gonna be a 1-point game. I think it's gonna be close. Maybe 3, maybe 7.
Yep.
I don't think anything more than that. And the third thing,
Yeah. So you got to pick something else
Taylor
to complete.
Swift is gonna cry. They're gonna show her crying after all the confetti's falling
Yep.
down. She's gonna be crying.
All right. So a close-up on her.
Yeah.
Single tier, right? This isn't wailing, right? This isn't.
Not wailing, but she's definitely gonna be. She's always up there with like Kelsey's wife mom and a bunch of people like friends and stuff
Yeah.
like that. She's gonna be hugging one of them and crying,
Okay. All right.
and there might be some makeup dripping down.
All right. So
It could be the cover of her new album.
the cover of your album is the Chiefs
After
loss.
Kelsey breaks up with her. Actually, she'll probably break up with Kelsey. You can't win a Super Bowl.
What did I see the other day? Are you going to go? Taylor Swift's boyfriend is playing at the Usher concert. So
Yeah, how about that, Usher? Huh?
let's go.
Yeah.
I say bring Janet Jackson back.
I will say that
Janet-
song,
Yeah.
with Little John,
Oh yeah.
never gets old.
No.
Like if it comes on, like you're just like, oh, all right.
So our boys trip isn't going to have a Brabham asked us for walk-up songs for Florida.
You Taylor Swift? You going Taylor Swift?
Oh, I could go Taylor Swift in a second, dude. Although
After
she's
you duck hook your first
she's
drive,
got
just
that
shake it off.
She's shake it off. She's got that one video though where she takes the golf club and beats the.
Does she?
It's what the hell's the car? It's the Shelby Cobra KR, and she beats the thing to death in the driveway.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I was a Swiftie hater there for a bit. So the good news.
What are yours? What are your picks?
Oh, so here's what I'm thinking. I hate to say it, and I love the Niners, I really do.
It's tough.
But I think KC's going to win, and it's going to come down to a flag in the fourth quarter that goes Mahomes' way.
Oh my God, dude.
He's the new Tom Brady.
Oh my God, dude.
Like it happened in the last 2 games, and it's inexplicable.
Dude, 2 games ago when they were playing, who'd they play? The Bills?
Yeah.
The Bills stopped them on, I think it was like 3rd and 8. So
Yeah.
they definitely weren't going to go for it on 4th. I might be wrong. You guys tell me wrong. They stopped them.
Mm-hmm.
And they even showed the D-back, like celebrating. So they cut away from that. They cut to the D-back, and he was celebrating. He was like, yeah. And then you see a flag come flying across behind him. And I'm like,
Yep.
Are you kidding me? And they called, I don't know what the penalty is that they called, that he hit him off of route when ball was, it wasn't pass
Yeah.
interference. It was like,
Yep.
I'm like, dude, what a bullshit
Same,
call.
same exact thing happened though with the Ravens game. It was the most mild bump in the receiver in the world that ends up being pass interference. So
That's definitely old school
So
Tom Brady stuff.
again, I'm trying not to be
tuck rule.
I'm trying not to be a pessimist, but if I'm putting it out to all our followers all around the world, I want to be right more than I want to bet with my heart. So I'm saying it's going to be KC. I also don't think they're going to get the 47. I think both of these defenses are better than they're getting credit for.
Yeah, but
right?
you're talking, under, you're saying 21-14?
21-24. KC.
Okay, 21-24 is 45, so yeah, you're just under.
It's going to be
all right.
well. The thing with the betting is that they're so good at it.
Oh,
It's going to be close no matter what. But my third one is I still think McCaffrey's going to have 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
Right. So those are our predictions for next week.
Yeah.
For the Super Bowl.
For the Super Bowl.
A post pedicure Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What a manly day.
I can't wait.
Right.
Yep.
What are you going to drink when you're having a pedicure?
Oh, I like a Bellini. I do like a
Let's just
Bellini.
bring a 6-pack of Busch Light.
Dude, just set it in the in the water in front of you.
Yeah. Nice hot Busch Light.
like you're fishing. Oh, that should be the thing. You should bring your fishing pole and have it in there.
Dude, have you ever seen those ones where there's fish in the thing and it like eats
And
the
they
dead
eat. I know people
need
that get that. They do it in Newburgh.
I need that, and
Yeah.
those fish would be well fed for a long time.
They'd be floating. They'd be all dead. Yep. So what are they? Little baby piranhas or something?
I don't know, but they
They eat the dead skin off your feet.
Yeah.
Yep. I had a friend do it in Newburgh.
Which
and
one? What are you going with? What kind of pedicure?
Oh no, I'm doing the spa pedicure. I'm actually because
What is that?
So the nice thing about the spa pedicure is you get all the regular stuff like the exfoliation,
Yeah.
but you also get a seaweed wrap on your calves, right? And it keeps your calves from being shiny, especially I don't want to blind my opponents in Florida, but then it's they wash them off. It's a hot stone massage, and
I
then
do the hot stone.
and then a regular 15-minute
Nice.
real massage, right? And they usually do your back and shoulders at the place we're going to.
Okay,
And
cool.
because I don't know, I don't get paint or buff or anything.
No. So they do extra
So
on
they,
that stuff.
yeah, so they do
which is cool.
they do a little back
Yeah, yeah.
massage for you because
Yeah, cool.
you're not doing it. How about yourself?
I'll do the hot stone.
Get the hot stone,
Yeah.
man. You're worth it.
Yeah.
So-
I earned it.
Well, with 9 rounds of golf being played in 5 days, I think this self-care before we go is
Yeah.
really a vital part of a winning strategy.
I don't need an excuse. I don't.
You got that driver now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
So,
All right.
well, listen, I think we hit everything, right?
Yeah.
Special shout out again to our sponsors. Again, now we know what the UK is and Great Britain. Your driver situation, the driver saga is solved, at least for now.
Yeah.
Take a look at our new drone footage coming out. And like I said, next time we talk to you guys, it'll be
down in Florida, on the course.
on the course.
Well, at the course.
At the course.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So here you go. I'm Adam.
I'm Mike.
Just the tips.